From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow and live in just and true. With lofty heights attain to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign.
Before into the agenda, but before I do that, I'd like to introduce myself. Before I introduce myself, I want to extend appreciation to our pastor and mommy in the Lord, Pastor Mrs. Funke Egwedu, for giving us the privilege to use this facility. We're using it free of charge. Not only that, she provided beverage for us. Thank you so much, Mom. God bless you abundantly. And also, I always like to appreciate the people that gave Canada the opportunity to be Canada today. And these are the First Nations. The land that we stand on is actually owned by the Anishinaabe. And so I want to introduce myself the way the Anishinaabe or the First Nation would introduce themselves. They normally will introduce themselves using their maternal until the third generation. And so, my name is Adejisola, daughter of Haulat, daughter of Adepeju, and daughter of Oyindamola. Thank you. And so the agenda today, thank you so much everybody for coming. It's really a pleasure to have you all here. And especially our youth, I really welcome you. Thank you, our parents, for bringing them out, because we need to understand what Black history is all about. Not only that, we don't want them working too long in their life. We want them to retire strong, healthy, and rich. And so we have somebody that will be talking to that also. So we've done the national anthem, and this is me, Adejisola, the president of Council of Nigerian Professionals, talking to you. And then we will have a very special person coming to us to talk to us about Black excellence. He's a doctor, he's a barrister, and I believe he's a judge. He will explain himself when it's time. His name is Ayo Akenri. And then we have lovely support of CNP, Mrs. Shade Awosomi, that will be talking about financial planning. We'll have break, and then we'll talk about the case competition. Why did we even do it? What's the purpose? What are we trying to take? What are we trying to get from it? So we'll talk about that, and that will be facilitated by Dr. Oyabioye. And by 7:30, we're actually expecting the mayor of Brampton to be here by that time. He's coming with certificates. We're going to be giving award recipients. We're going to be giving them prizes, and he'll be doing it for us. And then we'll have a conclusion. So if we just go on, I want to talk to us briefly about what CNP is all about. So CNP is all about networking to build professional relationships. We know that in Canada, back home they will always say that we need to be, when we get to Rome, we need to be like the Romans do. In Canada, it's all about networking. And I'm so happy to see everybody coming out today, because if you don't leave your house, how can you meet people? I always say that you need to meet one person a day, one person a day, one new person a day to improve your network, because you don't know who is going to help you to be whatever you want to be. And so networking is really important to us. It helps us connect and interact with ourselves. Mentoring. There are a lot of new Canadians coming in every day. Actually, my MP, I live in Milton, Adam Van Coverdon, he said, Canadians are actually born every day. They just don't know it. If you're in Nigeria, you're born today, you don't know whether your parents are going to do PR. You don't know whether they're going to send you to come here to school. You don't know. So I'm so happy about Canada, the diversity, but there's still a lot of work to do. And you and I need to come together to ensure that they're doing the right work for us. So we want to mentor professionals, new immigrants, and we want to mentor our youth. So please, if you're a subject matter expert in anything, and you really want to be involved, please reach out to us. Please reach out to us. Let us celebrate ourselves. Let us mentor new people coming to Canada. Let us mentor our youth so that they will have it better. That's the whole idea, right? I want my son to have a better life than I did. I had my first degree at age 35. But today I have 2 degrees and an MBA. My son is going to finish his degree at age 22. He's already better than me. That's the whole idea. We want them to be better than us. And we can all do it together. Build and nurture positive professional image. When I came to Canada, it's always one negative thing or the other, talking about Nigerians. But look around here. We have professionals around us. We're not talking. We need to talk more. We need to let them know who we are. If we're not talking about who we are, they will put our square peg into a round hole. They'll tell us who they want us to be. So it's better for us to come out and let them know we're professionals, we're lawyers, we're doctors, we're financial planners. So let's come together, let us show them the value we had to the country Canada. And it is only by adding value that we can actually make that tangible, intentional change for us and for our children. Avenue for information for our community. My husband came here about 28 years ago. When he came, they told him there's no job in Canada. All you can do is get Owo Baba. Does anybody know what Owo Baba means?
Of course, benefits.
Social welfare. And it was like, really? Having studied statistics in university, you know the way it is in Nigeria to study. I only come here to come and take Owo Baba. He went to a plaza one of those days and he saw a young Chinese girl driving a brand new car. And he's like, this cannot be from Owo Baba. And so he started looking for work. But now you and I have better people, there's so many people willing and, available to help. In this room alone, there's so many professionals that can help. So network, please. When we say it's time for break network, meet somebody. Get that valued information. We're here to provide it for you, but we can do it together. We can be better together. Showcase role models for our youth. When I'm talking to my children, they'll say, Shebi, you are mom. But when they see somebody like Dr. Odigio doing what I'm doing and even much more, they get motivated. They say, wow, this is not just about my mom. It's about somebody that looks like me, that is doing a lot. And so they have role models to fall back to. So please, I want us to come out and be role models to our youth so that they can be better. They can learn from our mistakes and be better. And social, professional, and economic empowerment. I am sure that I'm going to start with the economic. Without money, we do not have any say in any matter. It is said that it's only the rich people that actually write history. That is true. So what are we doing to write our history? What are we doing to be better economically? Politically, are we getting engaged? Do we even know the parties? Are we even doing anything at all to be a part of the system? by being a part of the system is when we can actually make impactful and intentional change. So please, it's very important for us to be engaged, whether it is politically or economically. And social, again, I said it before, when you get to Rome, you behave like the Romans. Social, here it's networking, here it's volunteering. Let's see you in the community. Come and volunteer. Show your face. Be a part of it. Don't just pass through. Okay? Thank you very much. So to round it up, I wanted to talk about Joyce Mayer's, I'm just going to paraphrase. She said, I'm not where I used to be. I'm not where I want to be, but thank God. Okay, I think I mixed it up, but basically, thank God, I'm moving on. Basically, that's what it means. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I used to be.
Making progress.
But we're making progress. Yeah. So I need you to always remember the idea that, and that brings to mind the story of the 3 monkeys I heard. These 3 monkeys, they put them in a cage. And there's a pole with banana on top of it. And one of the monkeys tried to climb the pole. But by the time he got halfway, they dabbed it with very cold water. He did it twice. They put cold water, he went down. The second one did the same thing. They couldn't get there because they keep pouring cold water on them. The third one did the same thing. Couldn't get there. They took one of the monkeys away, brought another monkey into the cage. The new monkey tried to get the banana. The 2 other monkeys stopped him because they felt they're going to have cold water poured on him. He didn't know why he was stopped, but he stopped trying to get the banana. They brought multiple monkeys in that same cage. The only 2 that were there were the ones that experienced the cold water. So the other monkeys were stopped by those other 2 monkeys. They told them, you can't do it. The fact that my grandmother or my grandfather is not learned does not mean I cannot be learned. The fact that Black History Month talks about slavery does not mean everybody is a slave. There's story before the story. And after the story, there is still story. So it is important for us to know that it's not about where we start. It's about the goal that we set for ourselves and where we're going. On that note, I'm going to say thank you so much. I'm sure I've said a lot. We will continue with the agenda.